Published 0642 EDT, the 13th of September 2017. Updated 0738 EDT, the 13th of September 2017. When Marouane Fellaini returned from international duty, Jose Mourinho was furious to discover he had been selected to play for Belgium despite carrying a calf injury. Though Mourinho directing his angered national team managers over the handling of his players is nothing new, the Manchester United boss was particularly keen to stress how crucial Fellaini, 29, is to his plans. "He's a very important player for me," Mourinho said ahead of the Basle game. "Much more important than you can imagine. I feel weaker without Fellaini in my squad. I need him." Marouane Fellaini celebrates scoring the opening goal against Basle on Tuesday evening. Fellaini was eventually deemed fit enough for a place among the substitutes, and he responded by coming on to head home the opener in a 30 win on Tuesday evening. It caps a remarkable turnaround for Fellaini, who has gone from being jeered by his own supporters to becoming one of Mourinho's most trusted lieutenants. Fellaini has been an unpopular figure among some United supporters since arriving at Old Trafford in 2013. Fans were frustrated by his lack of technique on the ball and how his inclusion in the team often brought about a more direct approach. Some costly mistakes last season didn't help matters. Notably, a lapse of concentration saw him concede a late penalty in a 11 draw at former side Everton just 3 minutes after coming on as substitute. Fellaini was booed by sections of home fans as he warmed up against Tottenham in December, a week after his error at Goodison Park. Fellaini was subjected to boos by sections of United fans as he warmed up against Tottenham. Mourinho responded to the jeers by dedicating United's 10 victory to the midfielder. Despite the £40 million arrival of Nemanja Matic and competition from Paul Pogba, Ander Herrera and Michael Carrick in central midfield, Mourinho refused to dispense with Fellaini this summer despite interest from AC Milan and Galatasaray. The United boss has demonstrated his faith in Fellaini by selecting him for some of the biggest matches, notably in last season's Europa League final win over Ajax. And while United supporters might not appreciate the style of play his physicality encourages, targeting Fellaini from crosses has undoubtedly become a productive source of goals. Of his 17 in all competitions since joining, 12 have been headers. Jose Mourinho said Fellaini was more important than you can imagine to Manchester United. Fellaini came on for the injured Paul Pogba in United's return to Champions League action against Basle, brought on ahead of club captain Michael Carrick, who remained on the bench, and Ander Herrera, who was not included in the squad. While he struggled to find a role under David Moyes and Louis van Gaal, the 6'3" midfielder fits in perfectly among Mourinho's team of powerhouses, with 6 players over 6 feet signed by the manager since his appointment. And with Pogba set for a few weeks on the sidelines after his injury, Fellaini is likely to be called upon by Mourinho once again to deputise for the Frenchman. Fellaini prepares to come on against Everton in December before conceding a penalty. Fittingly, United's run of upcoming matches begins with a clash against Everton, against whom Fellaini's costly blunder cost United 2 points last campaign. As Mourinho put it after Tuesday's win, to remember a Fellaini bad performance I have to go back to last season. In the beginning, and it wasn't just a bad one, it was just a naive mistake in the last minute at Goodison Park. Now, one of Mourinho's most relied upon players, Fellaini will be hoping to banish the memories of his last display against his former side on Sunday at Old Trafford.